We're going to make life a little bit easier now, so we're going to start using this a little bit more purposefully than just to sound like you've taken a little bit too much acid in your youth. And the way we want to do that is talk about something called trance themes. Now remember, one of the core principles we've been talking about this morning was the idea of associations or reference experiences, right? How do you know what a table is? Well, you need to, when you hear those sounds, you need to make a connection. You need to open like a filing box inside your mind where all your experiences of tableness was included. And it just says that this isn't the table until you'll start putting things on it, and now it becomes table-like because I've just put a table-like feature on it. Does that make sense? By using it as a table. And the word itself, the sound, is just a sound. That's why someone could swear at you in Japanese and you're going, oh, thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. It's just a sound, right? But if I start cursing at you in English, you'll be offended. But it's just a sound. The offense comes from all the associations you've built up over time, including people's reactions to them, like, oh, that's a bad thing. I wouldn't take that if I were you, and so on. Does that kind of make sense? So we want to start using those reference experiences hypnotically, especially in a conversation, because those are the building blocks of their experience. And if you can pull the right building blocks together, you can recreate a different experience, one they may not have had before, right? So we'll keep it very simple at first. The trance themes are basically themes. They're ideas that are loaded with, should we say, experiences or reference experiences that are trance-like in nature. So if you have enough of these trance themes experience at the same time, the person is more likely to be in a trance or more likely to slip into one by accident. Does that kind of make sense? So let me ask you this in terms of your own experiences. What kind of things did you experience when you started slipping more towards a trance? I'm not even saying that you had to be in a full deep trance at any point today, but when you were more towards it, closer to it than not, would it be fair to say that you were relaxed or more relaxed than before? Would that be fair to say? Yes? No? Maybe so? Anyone disagree with that one? Okay. Now, I want to make a point here. Relaxation is a trance theme. It is not a trance prerequisite. You can do amazing hypnosis without any relaxation existing whatsoever. It is just a theme that makes it more likely and more easy to achieve. Does that make sense? Who here found the mind getting a little bit more focused on what was being suggested or was being done? Anyone? A little more focused, a little more honed in on the individual or the suggestions? Anyone feel more comfortable or calm? Yes? So these aren't the only trance themes, but I mean these are just four simple ones that we can have. So if someone's feeling relaxed, focused, comfortable, and calm, do you think it's going to be easier to switch them into a trance than when they're in a normal day-to-day state or whatever they're doing? Would it be a little bit easier to do that? So we now want to start using our power words, our language, to start moving them in a certain direction, specifically and on purpose, which is the direction of trance themes. The way we're going to do this is very simple. We're going to start off and use the X part of the equation here with any experience, it really doesn't matter to me what it is for now, that is verifiable to them. Right? It could be something they see, something they hear, something they feel, right? It might be as cheeky as saying, you can feel my touch. Of course you can, because I'm touching. So it doesn't matter where it comes from. The point is, it's got to be something that they can verify for now, right? And then you're going to use your because, your and, imagine, whatever it is, and you're going to somehow plug in a trance theme. If it doesn't happen to be too eloquent, I don't care, right? It could be something as simple as, the carpet is lying on the ground because it's time for you to relax. And the humming of the lights can make you relax even more. As you relax, well, it's already starting to happen, so may as well use it. Feel the comfort that it brings. Imagine that comfort growing even more. Which means you get to focus in on your own experiences for a while. Now, is this something a little bit more hypnotic? But this is easy to do, isn't it? Actually, you may find this easier to do than coming up with random stuff. because that's what your mind is kind of designed to do, is kind of to make meaning out of things. So is this an easy exercise? The only thing you want to keep in mind is the X should be something they can verify reasonably. If you see them already relaxing, then you can use that as part of the X. And the Y is just going to be one of the trance themes. And then you're going to keep going and going and going and going as long as you feel good. Go ahead.
Can I switch the order of the words?
Oh, can you switch the order of the word? Absolutely. You can use them in any order you want, and you can use them as often as you want. So you can use them twice in a row, 3 times in a row, if it fits. I don't care. There's no constraints in you guys now. Another question over the front? So the question is, do you want to do all 5 then move on? For now, yes, and then we'll go from there. Okay? So for now, we're going to do the same exercise. So you want to get these 5 in somehow. Once you've said your piece with these 5, then somehow got at least some of these trance themes in, then they'll do their piece, and then you'll move on to someone else. This is still training wheels for now, but we're building up towards something more practical. Easy to do? Any questions? Very good. Off you go. So, easy to do? Notice how that was actually easier to do, although you were doing more than being totally random and trying not to make sense. Would that be fair to say? And that's because your unconscious mind is on your side. It knows how to make meaning of things. So although it should be more difficult to stay within the parameter of meanings, it's something so natural to you, it's actually easier to do than not, right? And those are the same parameters that we'll be using as we go into conversational hypnosis. So I want to just do a slight tweak on this exercise, just add a little bit more to make it more interesting. Would that be all right with you guys? Yep. So far we have the X's representing one thing, which is something they can verify, like there's something they can hear, feel, sense in some way. And the Y's being a trance theme. Any one of these, it doesn't matter if it's those, it can be anything really, but the point for now is it's something which is sort of hypnotic in nature. Make sense? What would happen if both the X's and the Y's were a trance theme? I mean, people relax because they want to relax, don't they? And when they relax, don't they feel more comfortable? As there is comfort included in relaxation, just imagine how much more focused people can get on relaxing deeply. Which means relaxation is more than just comfort. It's a natural sense of focus that anyone can do, is it not? Does that make sense? Easy exercise? Off you go.